Eric, do you have any questions?
Too hot, I can't see it.
I know it's
Okay, Chloe, can you move behind Edo? I'm so sorry, honey. And thank you. So, thank you for letting me know, Eric. I didn't thought about that one. Thank you very much. Eric, can you help me? Can you help me close the door in the corner? Thank you. Okay, awesome. Now, just a reminder, for today's lesson, we need Adobe. Awesome. Today we need our CD, our contact book, right? We need our daily doodles, and we need our journeys textbook. A pencil and an eraser. Anything else that is on your desk should be there. That's a good idea, Carolyn. You can keep your pouch on the side. Yeah, very good, Ellie. You can keep a pouch on the side. That's okay. But on your desk, I only need a small pencil case. If you don't have a small pencil case, then just your favorite pencil and eraser. That sounds awesome. That's perfect. Your water bottle can stay there. Okay. Your CD and your journeys textbook. Everything else, please put it away. Edo, please. Can you help me? Make sure that you have your daily doodle, your CD, and your pencil case. Everything else can go away. This time, you know how we normally do the boring part first and then the fun part last?
Yeah.
This time we're gonna go the other way around, okay? We're gonna do the fun part first, but which means that you need to pinky promise that we're gonna work hard in the semi-boring part, okay? Which is not gonna be that boring. We're having a new story. We're gonna talk in between each other. But yeah, we're starting with our activity first. But as our normal routine, what's the very first thing we do when we come into the classroom? Daily doodle. How many minutes? 10. So now it's 27 at 37, 14, 37. Our 10 minutes will be up. So I would like for everyone, if you're a little bit behind, make sure that you do 2 vocabulary words. If you're on task and you haven't missed school, then you can do only 1 vocabulary word. If you have questions, like we talked about it yesterday, right, Claire? It doesn't matter if you don't understand. You raise your hand, and I will come and help you. But you need to raise your hand so I can help you, okay? So for now, we are in our week 3 for daily doodle. The vocabulary word we're working on is content and dazzle, okay? That's what we're working on. Week number 3 of daily doodle, vocabulary word 3 and 4, which means content and dazzle, okay? Starting Thursday and Friday, we will be focusing on our paragraph making, okay? Using all of those vocabulary words that we have learned this week. I've been looking at your daily doodles. They look really promising. I have seen that you have had a lot of vocabulary words. I have seen that your paragraphs are looking big and like well done. So I'm really proud of that. Continue the hard work. If by any chance you have a desk in between you that it's empty and you feel like having some of your materials close by and you don't have a couch, you can put your materials on the Claire is on fire. Okay, it makes sense. Quite logical. Well done. I see those paragraph areas like full of words, and it makes my heart go. Literally. Thank you. I'm not joking. I know that I look all funny, like joking around, but this is really, 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 really serious. Compared to the beginning of the semester and now, I have seen such a beautiful improvement on your paragraph. And I'm so proud of that. And I see that you're working hard towards like doing better and for your work to look cleaner and neater. So awesome! Thank you very much. Thank you, Joe. Time goes fast. Okay, everybody. Daily doodles close. Daily doodles close, please. Daily doodles close. Awesome! Now, I want eyes on me because we will go. I want you to open your CV now. You don't need anything in the center of your desk. We only need the CV, okay? CV open, content book open. So, any other questions? Okay, now I want daily doodles and CVs to the side. At the moment, we do not need anything. I will be handing out some copies for our activities. Okay? Now, for today's class, now we can fully start everything. be able to use context clues to infer the meaning of new words. In other words, we will be using context clues in order to understand or figure out the meaning of our new vocabulary word. Okay? Okay? Vocabulary words. Do we understand? Now, for our agenda, we already started with our daily doodles. We already went over our homework and CV. What is left will be our journeys lesson 16 vocabulary word. This will be an activity and making a movie love story. Okay, we're gonna be reading together and answering those stop things in red. Our instructions. But before I share the instructions, here are some reminders. Okay, yes, Andrew? Okay, reminders. Your story still needs to have a main idea. This reminder is for our narrative video draft, okay? And to remember once more, this is due on November the 24th, which means this upcoming Friday. In case after our midterms, you guys just like pour your information and brace into the test, like, and you forgot what context clues are. Now, who would like to read the first point? Eric.
Find a synonym.
Oh, H. Go ahead.
Find a synonym.
Here.
What are context clues and how do we use them?
So, what are context clues and how do we use them? Point number 2, who would like to read? Ray.
Find an antonym.
I cannot hear you. The first point is this one.
We talked about 4 ways to help us understand a word's meaning. They are find a synonym, find an antonym, find an explanation, find an example.
So what we have? Find a synonym. Meaning what? What's a synonym? Jeffrey.
A word that has a similar meaning to
Very good. A word that has a similar meaning. What's an antonym? Maxine.
The word means the opposite.
A word that means the opposite. What does explanatory mean? Explanation. Exclamation means. Ellie.
why do you think it is that?
A why, right? An example. Ellie.
It's about why no something a part of the thing.
Yeah, could be. Okay, so just keep those in mind for whenever we're starting our activity. Kalama.
Maybe no.
Maybe 딘다라. 为什么? Why?
听不懂你的。
听不懂听不懂. Oh no!
全是听不懂思密达。
Okay, are we ready? Sorry. Are we ready? I will be handing out a little booklet over here. Chin, 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 right? This is what we're gonna do. Okay, number 1. There are 5 vocabulary words around the room. Because we're such a big group, I have made double copies of the same vocabulary words, okay? So even though you can see a lot of pictures around this corner of the classroom, right? We have 2 of the same picture and vocabulary words. So be careful of that, okay? I'm just making space for everyone to have a chance, okay? Point number 2. Quietly, you will be able to stand up, you will be able to observe, you will be able to answer your work. However, quietly complete the worksheet. Make sure to complete all of the tasks, okay? I can be teaching you this in a very boring way, but we first are going to test your knowledge, right? We're going to first see what do you understand, how can you infer, how can we use context clues, okay? So I will be handing out, once you get your paper, make sure that you write your name. Write your name. Once you have finished writing your name, raise your hand and hands up. Or your thumbs up. Both okay? Wait. Thumbs up if you have finished. Thumbs up or hand up if you have finished writing your name. Andrew, honey. Write your name. Okay. Evan, honey, did you finish writing your name? Awesome. Put your thumbs up, please. Very good. Joe, honey, did you finish? Yes. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. So at the moment, we can only use the corners of our classroom, okay? What I want you is carefully and kind. So we will go over the vocabulary words. You will be answering your answer sheet. Before you leave, make sure that you tuck in your chair inside your table. As you all know, I am recording the class, so I will ask kindly for no one to be too close to the phone or playing with it. Do we understand?
Yeah.
Also, awesome. So you can make your way. Once you have finished with the first part, okay, the first page, you can sit down, okay? Finish with the first page and sit down. Once you finish with your first page, you can take a sit and work on page 2 and 3, okay? You have 8 more minutes, 3 more words. Okay, Maxie, are you already in page 2 and 3? Are you good at explaining to this? Okay, come on, guys. That's how we each other go. Right. Yeah. 4 minutes, everybody. 4 minutes. First of all, awesome, well done, everybody. Pretty organized. Thank you for keeping your voice manageable, right? For having an indoor voice. Evan, honey. Evan, may I help you? You need help? No. Okay, so eyes on? Yes, right? Thank you. So if you haven't finished, don't worry. We'll go over it together and then we'll start with our story. Are we ready? Now, our first vocabulary word was episodes, right? We use a story told in several episodes or parts. It's something called a series, right? Like, probably, my favorite show. I like Vampire Diaries. Who knows Vampire Diaries? I know. You know? The vampire story, right? It's a vampire series. And it has episodes, right? And it has seasons, so many, right? So when we talk about episodes, we're talking about a story and it's being told in many parts, right? Not just one. Are we good? What does it mean? Episodes are separate parts of a series of events, right? Let's think about it. Will you prefer reading a book all at once or reading a separate episode at different times? Let me put it this way. Would you like to read the entire book all at once or would you like to read chapter by chapter? Chapter by chapter, right? Same happens. Like when you have a very big story, you don't want to hear the entire story. You don't want to watch the entire story. Chapter by chapter, it's easier for you to observe, right? Anyone has a question about it? Are we good? Can we continue? Raise your hand if you have questions. Were you able to complete the word episodes into your booklet? Were you able to? Yes. Does anyone ask a question? No? Are we good? Okay, good. Next vocabulary word. Go. Incredibly, okay? So I think it was Andrew or now that were like, what does incredibly mean? What? I didn't say. What's it called? No, I didn't know. What does the picture mean? Okay, so you were not able to connect the word with the picture. Am I correct? Right. Something like that? No. Hey, guys, we come to school to learn. It's okay. Anyway, when I told Andrew he is incredibly strong, he popped, right? Yes or no? When heroes like Hercules are often incredibly or unbelievably strong. They're really, really strong. Like it looks like a movie strong, right? That's why it says incredibly or unbelievably strong. Now, what does it mean? Who would like to read that for me? Chloe, loud and clear. Like you're selling 50 dumplings. Yeah, because he's 50 million said. Billions. Go. Title. Google that. Something
that happens incredibly occurs in a way that is amazing or hard to do.
Okay, so very good, Chloe. It means something that happens incredibly occurs in a way that is amazing or hard to believe. For example, Miss Felix is able to eat 50 cookies under a minute. That's like incredibly, right? It's hard to believe. Or Miss Felix is able to grade 25 midterms in 30 minutes. Right? We have things that are incredibly and things that are believable, right? When we talk about incredibly, it's things that are hard to believe, right? When we think about believably, it's like we can believe easy, right? So the first sentence is the boy became invisible. Is that incredibly or is it believably?
Incredible.
Raise your hand. Hands up. Joe, you like to share? The boy became invincible. Is it incredibly or believably?
Incredible.
Very good. Incredibly. Second one. The children grew tails. Raise your hand. Andrew.
Incredibly.
Incredibly. Very good. And number 3. We played kickball. Lovely. Believably. Very good. Sis. Launch, right? After the launch or initial printing of his book, the author signs a copy of it at a store, right? So, what context clues can you see? What helped you understand what did this word meant? Okay, so we go. What does it mean to launch something? Means to officially start it, right? So, Miss Felix launched her first invasive homework book. Parents are excited to buy it. I don't know, to torture the kids? Maybe? So you can do more homework? And then Maddie, turn around. Have you noticed something? It's the same activity. So you're filling it in, right? Are we filling it in? Yes or no? Here. Now, mental. Exact words help readers create mental pictures of a story's characters and settings, right? Now, what does it mean? What does it mean? Who would like to read? Effie. Loud and clear, like you're selling billions of dollars.
Something that is mental happens in the mind.
Something that is mental happens in our minds. Like, talk it over. Okay, let's do it instead of in a point partner, we're going to do it together, okay? Point to the words below that describe mental activities. Okay? Let's see, eating. Is that a mental activity? Yeah? Really? Eating is a mental activity?
Yes, really.
Guys, it's not a joke. Yes or no?
No.
No, right. Memorizing. Is that a mental activity?
Yes.
It is, yes. How about reading?
No.
Yes,
Why?
a little bit. Because you are like taking the character word.
Right, so it could be, right? Swimming.
No.
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 Eating, no. Typing.
Yes. I can dream like playing computer games in the dream.
Designing.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Lifting.
Maybe.
No. Climbing.
Yes.
Yes. Sleeping.
Yes. Sleeping, yes.
Sleeping, no. But
Yes.
dreaming, yes.
Daddy, what's
Sleeping
your
is-
dream?
But we're talking about the action of sleeping and the actual act of dreaming. Different, right? Are we good? Can we continue? Awesome. Okay. Who would like to read? Here. Ellie, go for it.
At the library, this student read books to find a story to read later.
Very good. Now, who would like to read the part underneath? What does it mean? Effie.
A person who loves pages turns and looks through them.
So it is a person that goes through the book. So this action, right? Right? Going through a book quickly. Good. Do we all understand?